People, congratulations. All right. Manchester United, dos, 2. Rangers, 1. A win secured. That was our mission. That is the mission that our boys were assigned to today. They were assigned to go to battle and make sure at all costs you come out of that battle with a win. And you know what? They did it, man. The boys did it. All right. Ruben Amorim's boys responded today. They responded with a win. All right. Was it pretty? No. Did we see good football? Absolutely not. Right. But again, for a team that was pretty much destroyed by Brighton, you are not going to expect, after a few days, a few chairs being thrown across the room, a few TVs being broken. All of a sudden, you're going to have a completely different team, players balling out of control. Yeah, you're not going to get that. All right? You're not going to get that. And you know what? Yeah, we did not get that. Well, it wasn't pretty. But, they came out and they did a job. In majority of that game, we were pretty much in control, I could say. We controlled that game. We controlled the game. Rangers, based on their team, they were pretty, the team was depleted, so they say, because, I don't really know much about the Rangers team, but apparently they have a whole bunch of injuries, right? So the team was pretty much depleted, right? But still, people are saying, well, it was a depleted team, so it shouldn't have been that difficult for us to, do what we were supposed to do. Again, people, we got to remember that Manchester United, there's no easy game with Manchester United, all right? We always struggle. Dog, what's going on? Hello. All right. There's no easy game for us, but today it was crucial that we got that win. All right. It was crucial that we got that win. Okay. So honestly, there was a lot in that game to see, and it was good to see the reaction that Alejandro Garnacho got from the fans. Honestly, you can see the fans love Garnacho, right? Justin Jefferson, how are you? That's funny. Welcome. Hey, honey. Boy Nakazi, right? Levi saying good night. So it was good to see that Alejandro Garnacho he's still appreciated by this team for sure. All right. The appreciation was there. And honestly, seeing this kid doing what he's supposed to do, making sure that each and every time that the ball came to him, he was trying to make something happen. That was good. Let me check the chat. The chat, I see Miss Esside Moller, the one and only in the house. Good to see you, honey. Guys, give Miss Esside Moller there a shout out. That is my better half. Kim Sing Young, who is better, Ronaldo or Messi? Come on, listen. You see that the scarf up there says Man United? It's always going to be Ronaldo, sir. Welcome. Kim, before you do anything, let us know what team you support. Once you do that, smash a like, hit that subscribe, all right? That is your job, okay? That is the price of admission to this here channel, all right? And once you do that, then you have been inducted into our team. People, smash a like. I am Luther, and this is Man United Central, guys. I am boosted that you guys chose to hop on this channel to see what is going on. Tony, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. We did it, man. Tony, we did it, brother. We did it. You know, the elusive win. We got it. Right? You know, we got it, man. I mean, yo, was it pretty? No, it wasn't. But, you know, we don't care. All right? We don't care. We went in there and we did what we're supposed to do at home, right? You know, usually it should be a cakewalk, but Man United never make anything a cakewalk. All right. Tony is saying a win is a win, 100%. All right. Listen, according to Simon Stone from the BBC, he's saying Manchester United moved to within touching distance of a place in the Europa last 16, but doubts persist over whether Alejandro Garnacho and Marcus Rashford will still be around to help them in the knockout phase of the competition. People, smash a like, hit that subscribe if you have not done so already. Kim, bro, what country are you? Listen, you are in the Philippines. That's what's up. Kim, let us know what team you support, Kim. Okay, in the Philippines. Drop the name of your team. I'm coming to you from the DC area, in Washington, DC area. All right. Guys, welcome. All right, people. And again, if you're new here, I am Luther. I'm super excited that you are here. All right. Listen, Man United, we did it, man. United, we got the win today. All right. That is the most important thing. We got the win. But there were a lot of stories going on today. Before the game today, of course, you know, there were some talks of what is going to happen with Alejandro Garnacho. You know, there were reports, obviously, people were saying he's going to go to Napoli. It looks like those stories they're kind of fading or something like that, right? The stories are kind of fading for Napoli, but another team emerges in Chelsea. It looks like Chelsea now, they are a team that looks like they could be the team who can come up and scoop Alejandro Garnacho. We'll go into that, see if we have any updates on that. All right. Before anything, let me drop the Discord channel link. People, please join our Discord. All right. That way we can continue chatting and sharing videos, pictures, you name it. All right, people. So I'm going to drop the link. Say here, please join our Discord. All right. So it's right there. Guys, that's the link for the Discord. All right. I'm going to please join the Discord server. All right. I would really appreciate that. I'm going to pin it up there. All right. That way you don't have to look for it. If you click it, it doesn't work. Go ahead and copy it and drop it on your browser. It should work. All right. So Simon Stone is saying that head coach Ruben Amorim said after the dramatic 2-1 win over Rangers that he did not know what will happen. Right. This is according to Garnacho. Right. Before the transfer window closes on February 3rd. All right. So we're really getting close, guys. We're really getting close to the end of this transfer window. So far, no incomings and no outgoings at Man United. It looks like, I don't know, if you guys let me know in the chat, do you guys think we are going to get any signings done or not? All right. Let's see. Talron de Costa Franca. Hello. Brazil in the house. Hello. Welcome. Guys, let us know what team you support. That is the price of admission, guys, okay? The price of admission, you got to let us know what team you support. All right? You are my bias. Kim, why you say that? All right, so this report, according to Simon Stone, is saying that the rumors around a number of United players, including Brazilian wideman Anthony, who has been linked with a loan to Spanish club Real Betis, and Dutch fullback Terrell Malacia, who is looking to relaunch his career after a nightmare spell of injuries. But it is Garnacho and Rashford who are attracting most attention. People, smash a like, hit that subscribe. for the video, guys. I appreciate you doing that very much. So, all right, hit the subscribe. Make sure you like the video. All right. And again, you got to let us know what team you support, right? So the report continues saying like, while Rashford was again overlooked, guys, we saw Rashford training, you know, all smiles, you know, it looks like he was having a good time. We were like, most people were like, okay, maybe, Rashford may get a surprise call up, into the first team, but nah, no Rashford, right? And the team today, guys, the team today was pretty. I don't know if there's anybody who would have predicted that lineup today. All right. One thing is with Ruben Amorim, man, this whole time ever since he took over, he has always provided like curveballs. Tony, oh, you agree? All right. It's always provided curveballs, right? Whenever we think, okay, we kind of know what he's gonna do, this man comes with something totally different. Haley Taylor, hello, how are you? All right, right. He provides a curveball. All right, let's see. Let's go on with this report here from Simon Stone of the BBC. All right, so well, he says again, while Rashford was overlooked, extending an absence from the pitch that dates back to United's previous Europa game against Victoria Plzen in December 12th. That's the last time Rashford played. Whoa, that's crazy. Garnacho started for the third time in 4 games and twice came close to scoring his first goal since November 28th. Listen, say what you want about Garnacho, man. This kid today, I mean, just again, as always, he's always going to give you energy. All right. NSR7, what's going on? Welcome. People, let's smash those likes. All right. Garnacho is always going to give you energy. He's always going to give you that fight and, trying to do something. All right. That spark. He's always going to give us that spark. So are we really going to let him go? I mean, we let him go. Who's going to give us that? Yeah, he could be wasteful, right? Yeah, he could be like, not the finished product. We understand that. But, who's going to do that job? Tony is saying Ruben out of nowhere. I feel like that's why I even get lineup predictions correct, even with my inexperience. He does what you professionals don't expect. Listen, man, I don't know who's a professional here. We're all amateurs, man. But he always does. Yeah, exactly, man. Nobody, even those people, the pundits, the ones who are like, yeah, man, we've been doing this. I know the game or I've played the game, right? Yeah, nobody can predict his lineup, man. Man United fan, what's going on? Smash that like. Hit that subscribe. Listen, we got the win, people. We got the win. Tony, man, listen, a pro, I wish. I'm just, taking it day by day, learning together with you amazing people. We're figuring this thing out together. That's what we do. All right. So Simon Stone's report is saying that selling Garnacho could fund bringing in some players that at least fit the Portuguese system, rather than having to mold those who have been brought from to the club by 4 different managers. Okay, going all the way back to Louis van Gaal. That is crazy. All right. Ruben Amorim was asked today, also in the post-match press conference. He was like, "Yeah, isn't it?" He was asked a question like, "Don't you wish, like in this transfer window, maybe you can get like a few players of your own?" Right, because the players that you have now, they were brought in by for the prior managers, not necessarily for you, right? One of those tricky questions, right? To kind of catch him, that way Ruben Amorim can say, "Yeah, I wish I can get my own players because these guys are not my players." But Ruben Amorim, every time, man, on a press conference, this guy is cool, calm, and collected, and answered it perfectly. He's like, "Listen, these are my players. right? He didn't respond with saying, yeah, and I understand they're not my players. They cannot play my type of ball and all this stuff. No, he said, these are my players, but we shall see what happens, in the window kind of thing. But, he said, these are my players. My job is to kind of to work with them and to help them get to that next level, right? Let's see. Kim, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Kim. I appreciate it. But Kim, you haven't told us, what team do you support in the Philippines? All right. I do have quite a few Filipino friends that live around my way. Yeah, join the Discord, man. Join the Discord. Hit the subscribe button. All right. Sorry, bro. I can't. The haters are there. NSR7. That's funny, man. That's funny. All right. So yeah, and that's the thing. A lot of these players, they've been around for since the Louis van Gaal, so you can see how many systems that these players have played under, right? Hence, that is so hard to change them to play Amorim's system, because none of the previous managers played with a back three, a 3-4-3 formation, or a 3-4-2-1 formation. None of that. So this new system that Amorim is playing is alien to all the players. So unless a few who have played in the back three, it kind of works, right? But others struggle, right? And so Ruben Amorim understands that, and he also told the reporters, "I listen. He said you guys also know the club situation, insinuating the money situation. Like, yo, we're broke, okay? United, we're broke." And you know the situation. We cannot really bring anybody in because of the PSR and FFP situation unless we can offload the player. That is why United is trying to, sell the players like Garnacho, which is sad, or like Kobe Mainu, because those guys can actually bring in pure profit, bring in money that can be flipped in a way, right? So the money comes in. United can use that money. So for example, Chelsea come and give us, I don't know, 70, man, we get 70 from Chelsea, I'll be like, hallelujah, that would be amazing, right? Right, that would be amazing. So if we get some kind of money like that, basically the money that we're gonna get, it could easily fund bringing in maybe like 3 players, right? Even if we get 60, it could fund like 3 players, because what happens is when we go to sign these new players, obviously we're not going to pay the entire salary, right? Whoever we sign, we're going to pay like in installments. So say for example we get, I don't know, 60 million for Garnacho. That money we could bring in 3 players, because we're going to break those 3 players payments in a couple of years. So when we sign them, we're going to give them maybe, I don't know, 10 million for each of the players, for example, right? And then maybe next year we're going to have to do the same thing, that kind of thing, right? And then the players come in. So you let one go in Garnacho, and you're able to bring in maybe 3 players who can actually work in Ruben Amorim's system, right? And will that happen? I don't know, because there are other people are saying, even if we sell Garnacho for, say, I don't know, 70 million or 60 million, who can actually confidently say that when the money comes in, which is pure profit, is automatically going to be all of it used towards bringing in players, right? We don't know that, because when pure profit comes into the club, which is in debt, right, that is in the books is good money, so it doesn't necessarily have to go out the door, right? So they may say, you know what, okay, cool, we're only going to use, I don't know, if we bring in 60, maybe they say, okay, we're only going to use 30. All right. The rest, we're going to keep it, to deal with how to balance the books and all this stuff, because that is clean money, right? So, which will be a disgrace. Honestly, whatever money comes in, it needs to be reinvested into the team to get Amorim his players, because bringing this manager from Sporting, where he was thriving, winning, and you bring him here and you don't back him, that is a disgrace. All right. Let's see what else this report is saying from Simon Stone of the BBC. He's saying that the players, talking about the players, they are not other managers' players. Now Ruben Amorim says they're my players. All right, that's Simon Stone is talking about the interview there. Simon Stone quotes Ruben Amorim saying, "You know the situation of the club. Before doing anything, we have to think what brought us to this situation." Right? So Ruben Amorim saying that what brought us to this situation where we don't have money is because we overspent on the players. We cannot sell players and those kind of situations. So they have to think before they can just go out there and just chuck money into the problem. Okay. He also says that we have to be really clear on everything. Like once they really analyze the situation, why do we have a whole bunch of players who don't work, overpaid, useless, and we cannot sell them? How did we get here? And then once they figure out how did we get here, which you would expect these professionals, footballing people in Ineos, they would have already done this. Then that way they don't repeat the same mistakes, right? Like for example, if we're trying to bring in Dorgu, right, as a left wing back. Now Lecce, they're trying to have us pay maybe 40 million for him. He is not a 40 million player. So if we do something like that, we capitulate and say, okay, fine, we're gonna give you 40 million because we really need a left back. That is gonna set a bad precedent because now those other teams out there in the world, knowing that whenever they do business with us, if they play hardball, we're gonna cave in and give them the money that they need. The problem is when you pay 40 million for Dorgu, he's not a 40 million player. So when you bring him in, you're going to have to pay him maybe a higher salary, right? You're going to have a situation like Anthony. Anthony, we paid 80, but he's a really I don't know, 40 million, 35, 40 million player. But now we're stuck with him because he's not working out. We cannot sell him and we paid crazy money for him and we are paying him a high salary. Problem. All right. So it's just crazy because it's my first channel. Kim, you say because it's my first channel. Okay, nice. All right. Yeah, I'm glad you're here, Kim. I'm glad you're here. So that's what Amorim is saying. Listen, he says, you know our situation for the club. Before doing anything, we have to think what brought us to this situation. Okay, we have to be really clear on everything. All right. Ruben Amorim says, I understand the question. You know what the question that he was asked about the players, but he said, yeah, these are my players. Okay. Right now, we just need to focus on to the next game, which is crucial game. All right. Against Fulham on Sunday. All right. He says, I don't know what will happen. All right. Until the window is closed, anything can happen. All right. So he left it there. So anything can happen. Garnacho could go. Rashi could go. Malacia could go. Casemiro last minute may go. Rashi may go. But he said he doesn't know what can happen. All right. And listen, something needs to happen. We know that. Okay, something needs to happen. People, make sure you smash a like, hit the subscribe. All right. And guys, I pinned the link to the Discord. Okay. Please go ahead and jump onto our Discord channel. All right. Appreciate that. Liam Jones. Welcome. Smash a like, Liam. Let us know what team you support, brother. Liam is saying that doesn't correlate. Buying Anthony for 82 million doesn't necessarily mean you have to give the player 20. Well, most of the time, if you bring him for that high salary, you cannot pay 80 million for the guy and give him under 100K. But see, those were our policies back then, right? We overpay for players and then give him crazy money, right? So those are the kind of things that they are trying to, Ineos and what Ruben Amorim was saying there, they're trying to figure out this, thing. How did we get here? How do we have all these players we cannot sell, overpaid, we cannot offload kind of thing? So once they figure that out, maybe going forward, we can deal with this situation differently. Bring in players that are, if they don't work in a year or two, easily to offload, right? That kind of thing, right? Kiyoshi, wagwan, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you, people. Again, smash a like, hit that subscribe, people. All right. Let's see. Ruben Amorim, of course, when he was asked about Garnacho, because everybody knows the situation with Garnacho. He could be on his way out the door, right? Guys, 1 second. I need to take a sip of my coffee, guys. Cheers. Do people say cheers when you're drinking coffee? I think so. Cheers. Yeah, it's late at night, and I'm drinking coffee because I am running on fumes, guys. It's been a long day, working and all. Yeah, so it's coffee at night. I should still be able to sleep. All right. Let's see. What is Liam saying? Sick of winter already. Dude, I agree, Tony. Me too, man. I'm sick of winter, man. My YouTube channel is Kim Shing Young. Oh, okay, Kim. Yeah, drop the link on the chat. The family will follow you. 32K a week, giving him 20K a week is madness. Oh, Liam, dude, I know it's madness. All right, it's absolute madness. The way we were just throwing money away. Nobody cared, just throwing money away, man. It's crazy. Garnacho, again, Ruben Amorim said Garnacho was really important for us today. All right. Talking about Garnacho, Chelsea and Napoli have both expressed interest in the 20-year-old. This is, guys, I'm reading from Simon Stone of the BBC. All right. Again, apparently Simon Stone is saying United did not respond to the question around a reported bid from Chelsea that is said to be around 60 million. Now, we know that Chelsea and United, we have a very good relationship. So, and if Chelsea are interested, in Garnacho, I could see a deal being struck between the two clubs, right? Honestly, if they give us something over 65, I'll be happy because they stole our money, man, when they gave us Mason Mount, right? You will be okay because at least we'll get some of that Mason Mount money back, right? Because this guy, ever since he came to Man United, right now, when he comes back, hope he comes back fit, he's going to feel like a new player, all right? Kiyoshi saying, I don't know, but want to see Lookman in United. Oh, dude, Kiyoshi. Lookman, come on. 100%. I want to see Lookman in a United shirt. I want to see Lookman in a United shirt, man. But I don't know. Are we linked? I don't really see those links. Are the links concrete? Is there like Ornstein, Romano? Is any of them saying anything about the whole Lookman thing? Because you're the second person hearing talking about Lookman. Now, again, why would Lookman leave Champions League ball to come and play whatever we are playing, right? So, yeah, you know what I mean? So it's kind of tricky there. So Samuelson continues to say, listen, the club has been open around the fact that their profit and sustainability rules, PSR situation is tight. And they have written to leading fan group to admit they are in danger of breach unless costs are cut. Yeah, there was, guys, did you see that there was a letter to the fans, them explaining, Ineos that is, explaining, listen, man, times are tough over here. We are really struggling. We really need to cut down some of our costs, and we may need to raise some prices. Ineos, listen, man. First of all, why did you buy this team if you don't have money? All right. It's not fair because now they already raised the prices for the ticket. Now you're going to punish the fans again by raising prices, and what, you're going to cut more jobs, and what, you're going to sell all our academy players, because once Garnacho leaves, next one will be most likely it's going to be Menu, because those are the only players who actually have value. So I mean, it's just crazy. Let's see, Chad Von Nick Kirk. Chad, what's going on, brother? Welcome. Chad, first of all, let us know what team you support. Okay, Chad, That is the price of admission. Smash a like, hit the subscribe. Okay. Now, we cannot use sporting tactics. Well, honestly, that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to turn stone into gold or whatever. I don't know. This is the saying. Um, uh, yeah, I forgot the saying. Right, basically to polish a turd kind of thing, right? Because our players, yeah, they cannot play that sporting ball. They don't have the capacity. Okay, they don't have the sharpness. All right, they don't have what it takes. They don't have the fight in them. Yeah, so it's one of those. Let's see, Chad. Man, you for life that's what's up, Chad. Welcome, man. Listen, people, smash a like. Norwich, what's happening, Norwich? Good to see you. Welcome. Liam is saying, explain why we cannot use sporting tactics. Well, I mean, because of our players, really. You see, Ruben Amorim has the idea in his head how he wants to play and all this stuff. But our players, they just for some reason they're not designed to play in a 3-4-2-1 system. They're used to be playing with in a back four and all this stuff. Most of our players were signed by managers who were playing. They were not playing with the back three, wing backs, and all that, right? So it's a completely new system that these players are being told they have to implement quick in a hurry, right? And some of them, the IQ, is not all there that they can learn something real quick and execute it. You should expect that, of course, because these are professionals. Most of them are international players. This is their job. They should be able to pick it up quickly. But again, for the longest time, we've never had a style of play and all this stuff. So it is just it's going to take time. And us as fans, we just need to be like, you know what, we're just going to have to be patient. Now, also, if the players that they're not working, yeah, we have to get rid of them. And sometimes I've been thinking about it too, that listen, it's also worked to me. I think it's also a good idea that Amorim came in the middle of the season, because by him coming in, he's taking over where he took over. He gave him a chance to really, right now, to take these players and just drop them in his system and see who works and who doesn't, right? Like that stress test, and then those who don't work, then you'll know, okay, fine. When the window opens, we need to get player B, A, B, C. We know what can work, what cannot work, so you can attack the window to get those targets, right? Now, the problem is him joining in the middle of the season like that. That's why we are going through this suffering period, right? Because everybody's just trying to learn this thing quickly, and we're failing, right? Now, yeah, it's going to be painful, and we're hoping that based on what he says is eventually it's going to get better. Because, for example, Ineos, they back him this window, they bring him maybe a few players, and then in the summer he gets more of his players. Then come, in the summer, season when we're off season, he can actually work with those players during preseason, and then when the season starts, next season starts, then he will have most of his players able to play his style, right, better than what they're doing now, because at least they've already evaluated. But had he come in the summer, then he wouldn't have time really to see these players in action during like games, because he would have joined maybe, I don't know, maybe end of the season, right? So the season is over, then the player's going to go on holiday, and then he joins, right? And then by then he would have come and then basically just see the players in training and stuff like that. So he wouldn't really know who really doesn't work in his system. So if you think about it, him coming in middle of the season, yeah, we're facing painful times right now. But I think in the long run, it's going to help us because he sees exactly every day. When we're watching him pacing back and forth on that touchline, he's saying, "Man, these players are useless. They cannot stay in position. All that. So it's one of those. I thought of that the other day. I was like, okay, yeah, maybe that it could work out for us. But again, the safer route could have been maybe to say, okay, Rude, since you've been working with these players, maybe Rude hold the ship until summer, and then you bring in Ruben Amorim after the season is over. Because if Rude was here, I think Rude, because his system and Ten Hag's was kind of similar, he would have been able to kind of steady the ship, which he did. He steadied the ship. Oh, steadied the ship, and we're not, losing matches, games like that. I don't think it would have been that bad. But right now, it is what it is, they say. All right. Chad is saying the spirit of George Best, Kanchelskis, Beckham, Giggs, CR7, and Nani is dying. Oh my gosh, those were the days, brother. Those were the days. Let's see. Kiyoshi, I missed his. Say Kiyoshi saying, I don't see it's a possession ball. Kiyoshi saying, if you sign 100 players, you can automatically build a team of working 11. Yeah. Let's see. Sweet Witch. That's funny, man. What's up, winner? I like that. You think every sporting player played 3-4? Well, no, you're correct. Not every sporting player played that system, but most of the players that he was using, he had to go to the youth system, right? And to bring in, so most of those players, he had to get rid of some. He got a lot of them from the youth academy and actually drilled them and got them playing in that system, right? So again, he had time, Liam. So he had time to work with those players. And even Ruben Amorim, each time he's on his press conferences, he said, listen, it will take time. It will take time. All right. It will take time. So, let's award him time and see what happens. Right. But, in a way, I think Ruben Amorim, he's the right manager for us during this time because, these players need that shock, and seeing that him breaking TVs and stuff, it kind of brought me back to the hair dryer treatment of Sir Alex Ferguson. Maybe these players will wake up, say, "Listen, this is not a game, people." Right? All right. Let's see what you guys are saying. Dalot needs to go. Yeah. Dalot, man. Dalot, dude. Last season, Dalot under Erik ten Hag was the most improved player. All of a sudden now, Dalot, he can't do nothing. Thank you. He cannot do nothing. So, but again, I don't see Dalot leaving, man. We saw some rumors that Real wanted to get him. We should have just allowed him to go. All right. Alex, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. People, again, smash those likes, guys. Hit the subscribe if you haven't done so already. Let's see. Chad is saying, I'm saying we are a club that flies with wings. Yep. Yeah. True. But we're changing that, we're changing that system. It's going to be wingers, wingbacks, mostly wingbacks who's going to be attacking, right? Yeah. So we shall see. Let's see. Kiyoshi saying, I disagree with you. If Rude stayed long, Rashford agenda would have stayed. Oh yeah, 100%, Kiyoshi. That's what I'm saying too. That's another thing. We like that Amorim came into the middle of the season to get rid of all this crap that we have. All right, get rid of it, including player power. Right? Oh yeah. If Rude was here, listen, it would have been even harder because now Ruben Amorim would have come end of the seaon, and then by then you're trying to deal with the Rashford mess, right? Because Rashford was, he was going to be Rashford the same, because we saw reports that he has had problems with prime managers, right? It looks like maybe only Rude was able to kind of work with him, to get something from him. But Rashford has been one of the issues in that dressing room. So it's good that Amorim came in, saw what Rashford is, and said, nah, you are not my guy. That's it. But it will be crazy if we fail to offload him in this window, because Rashford will have to play. Ruben Amorim will be forced to play Rashford, because you cannot afford to keep him on the bench. His value is going to tank, and then we're going to suffer to let him go in the summer, because he's not playing, right? Let's see. Alex, what's up? Hope you're doing well. Okay, cool. Chat. Let's see. I'm saying we're okay. Alex is saying Amorim broke the TVs. Now the mice couldn't watch Mickey Mouse and Tom and Jerry. That's funny, Alex. That's a good one. Alex and Luther. Oh man, guys, talk about Collier, Toby Collier, guys, as a backup for Ugarts. Toby Collier as a backup for Ugarts. Listen, I think Toby Collier has saved United and Ineos like 50 million easy, right? I think I don't yeah, they should still go and get us another number 6, more experience. But Toby Collier, he can grow. Every time I see him playing, man, he's growing into that role. The kid is calm. Those long legs, getting in, he can crush the box to box. I mean, the kid is good, man. The kid is good. Very impressed today. Again, very surprised that he started. Imagine Toby Collier starting over Casemiro. On a day like, okay, you're trying to rotate the team. You would think, okay, maybe if you're going to rotate, if it's not Ugarte, it's going to be Casemiro. But no. Ruben Amorim said, nah, this kid, Collier, he's my guy. He's quick. He has, he can handle the ball very well. He keeps it very simple. And according to Amorim, Collier trains very well. All right. So yeah, I'm liking that what we're seeing with Toby Collier, man. Let's see. Chad is saying he won his first season with Sporting. Also was Sporting's first season with that Bruno Fernandes. I think he can't play both sides of the park and is not consistent for 90 minutes. Chad, who are you talking about? Bruno Fernandes? Alex is saying Rude loves Rashford. He was in his situation once. Yeah, there you go. But Amorim stepped. Yeah, exactly. So had Rude stayed, Rashi could have still been in here doing what whatever he wants to do. Chad is saying player power did not take us to 13th. Yeah, the culture. It's the culture. Yeah, the culture. The team is just rotten from top to bottom. The winning culture was gone from the team. We haven't won anything for years. So the whole place is just, the vibe wasn't vibing. They were close today. Yeah. Yeah. So the vibe wasn't vibing, man. So that's why I think bringing Ruben Amorim in the middle of the season to tear things up, to disturb the peace, you know what I mean? It was the right thing. And that's why I think Ineos gave Amorim the okay to say, listen, do whatever you want with Rashi, because Rashi was untouchable. He's Mr. Man United, right? So, yeah. So it's interesting. Let's see. Put Rashi in a goal in place of Onana. That's funny, man. That's funny. We saw rumors. Yeah. Yeah, of course. There's a lot of rumors here and there about everything that's going on. But again, my boy Rashi, again, you can imagine a young guy you like to party from time to time, but you got to make it to training, man. Because the likes of back in the days, Roy Keane, um, and those guys during those times, they would party, but you better make sure you show up into training the next day. You know, yeah, his behavior was kind of not acceptable, right? He was not leading by example. Collier is amazing. You saw that dribble through the Arsenal defense. Yeah. Dude, the kid is good, man. Toby almost cost us. Yeah, again, and we should expect that, Chad. He's a kid. He's still developing. Yes, he's gonna cost us the same way. Like we should expect the likes of Lenny Orr to cost us some games, but you gotta throw them in and get them into the groove, and they'll get better, right? But if you look at the entire picture, yeah, how many mistakes did he do? He didn't have that many mistakes like to say like, yo, this kid cannot start again. No, a few mistakes that we have seen professionals like Casemiro who cost us games, right? Casemiro, a legend. Some of the mistakes he did, you would be like, yo, come on, dude. You've been in the game for so long. So it's one of those, like, it happens in the game. You lose concentration, things can happen. Like him starting today, Collier. Of course, when they review the tape later on with the coaching team, they'll say, okay, kid, you did good here, work on this, pay attention here. You see here, you almost cost us the game, those kind of thing. Maguire today. Maguire has been one of my, most of us, like, most improved player, first name on the team sheet. But he came in, that was his goal, man. I don't know. When they equalized, man, I was like, here we go again. Come on, Maguire. How can you let that happen? But, Bruno Fernandes, our Portuguese Magnifico, he had other plans, right? And saved the whole situation, because if we lost that game on Maguire's account, it would have been a sad case, because people they'll start saying some stuff. But Maguire has had most of his games, they've been really good. They've been really good, in my opinion. Toby almost, okay, I see that. Alex is saying he looks so comfortable. Yeah, he looks so comfortable and composed from box to box. I agree with you. Let's see. Alex is saying, but what the hell was Harry Maguire doing a Rangers goal? Yeah, that was crazy, man. That was crazy. Loss of concentration. And again, that ball when it was coming, I think Dalot had a better view of that ball, right, coming down. He could have stepped in to help out or something, right? But the Rangers striker, the way he took that ball down, man, that was beautiful. Chad is saying, we call them out for it. Running is not enough. Yeah. Chad, listen, man. Chad doesn't play. All right. Chad is not playing, man. He wants to hold them accountable. All right. But you got to give him props too, Chad. All right. You got to give him props, because young players, especially, right? We as fans, right? Yeah, we're gonna be critical when we don't play well. Today we got the win. We gotta also give them their props too, because imagine these players when they go in that dressing room after the game. Most of these, most of these guys, they'll go to their phones to social media to see what people are saying. It cannot all be negative, right? We have to, give the positives out there. Like, you guys played okay. You played well today. We see some improvement, but that kind of thing. Yeah. So like with Collier, yeah, he almost cost us the game, but you gotta give him that positive reinforcement to say, you know what, kid, keep pushing. All right. Garnacho today. Listen, Garnacho today, I think he played okay. He played well. I saw somewhere that I think they gave him man of the match, which was pretty crazy. I think overall man of the match is Bruno. Yeah, right. Even though Bruno also lost the ball quite a bit, right? But Garnacho played well, in my opinion, right? Every time he got that ball, man, he was trying to do something with it, to create something. Let's see. Uh, uh, it's not a bias, Chad. We have to trust our youngster. Yeah, man, you go, Alex. Chad say Bruno performed for 10 seconds. Hey, listen, he can be 10 seconds, but he got us the win. All right. At the end of the day, we're here smiling because if we had lost, imagine now, Chad, how would you be feeling if we lost that game today? Because if you're like this, we won. Chad, come on, man. All right. Listen, we won. Yeah, even though he performed for 10 seconds, but we won and he was able to score the crucial goal, right? He scored a crucial goal. Again, there was no, imagine, guys, Bruno is not really a striker, but there were no strikers around there to get to that ball, right? Licha stepped up, made that perfect cross because he saw Bruno making that run. And then Bruno did it. So, again, honestly, like, I know Bruno gets a lot of flack too. Like, Bruno, people be like, Bruno is the problem. You know, got to get rid of Bruno and stuff like that. But honestly, in this team, you know, we got 100 problems and Bruno ain't one of them right now. You know, later on when the team is built up and we're challenging, maybe we can get rid of him. All right. Or find someone who's going to, Bruno can be coming from the bench. Right. But right now that team needs Bruno. You know, I don't see anybody else creating as well as him, kind of thing. Right. Chad is saying, I just don't like fake hype. It's not good for their progression. Well, but you also cannot be extra, you know, too negative, you know, instead of looking at the full picture, like, okay, pointing out the good things they did, right? But we shouldn't go to, oh, there you go, on the kids. Alex, I'm catching up on the chat. Well, good point. Chad is saying man of the match, Licha Martinez. Yeah, man, that's a good cross right there. Alex is saying one player I'm really strict on is Maguire, Bruno, Hoyland, Xerxes. Basically, the whole team except the young ones. Also on Ogate. Don't get me started on Onana. Onana. Listen, man. Guys, on Sunday, Ruben, I know you watch this channel, Ruben Amarin. Do not. People are not going to be happy seeing Onana in goal on Sunday, okay? I know at one point we're going to do a predicted lineup for the Sunday game, and maybe tomorrow or the day after. Listen, I don't think anyone is going to have Onana because Bayern Dia today played well, all right? He came out, you know, some of those crosses, he was able to deal with them, all right? Could he have done anything on that goal? Absolutely not. That was just a very well taken goal. Yeah, I think today it took a lot of cajones for Ruben Amarin. What do you guys think? Benching. Basically today, Onana not playing, that's a benching, right? Ruben Amarin, based on Onana performance, he was like, no, this is unacceptable. So, because usually, I think in a game like today, it would have been Onana playing, right? The cup games, Bayern Dia, today would have been a game for definitely Onana. But Ruben was like, no, buddy, hold bench, okay? You cannot be making those kind of mistakes, right? You cannot be making those kind of mistakes. Let's see. Oh, Alex, man, yeah, man. Alex, you missed a couple of streams where we talked about it, man. Dude broke the TV the other day against Brighton. You know, that's what's up. Sometimes you just have to go crazy on people, right? But he did apologize. You know, he says, yeah, man, I'm young. You know, sometimes it's hard to me to control my emotions. You know, that's why he doesn't usually, whenever we play a game, if we lose, for example, he doesn't go in the dressing room and address the team and stuff like that. He usually stays quiet. He rolls out, and then maybe the next day they can meet up, and they meet up with the team and review everything, right? But that day he said, "Nah, I was not gonna have it." He was not able to hold it in. So I like it. I like it, man. Sometimes these players need to know, like, listen, Ruben Amorim is a smiling assassin. All right, he may be smiling at you, but he's not going to take nonsense. All right, and that is good. Players needed to see that side of him, because apparently there were some tears shed, obviously from the players, whatever, because Ruben Amorim said, "Listen, I keep it real with my players. I'm very blunt and all this, so that's good." Um, and so far from the performance today, people were like Jamie Carragher, all these pundits, they were like, "Yeah, you really cannot do that with the players. You're risking a chance of losing them when you go off like that and calling them out on the press conference. Like, this could be like the one of the worst teams ever in history. You cannot be saying stuff like that, dude. Our team is terrible. I think it was the right thing to say. Okay, but he was saying that he had to clean it up. He said, "Listen, I was not saying the players are. We all are in this team. All right, let's see what Chad is saying. Him being selected is then giving him confidence. It's Europa. I'm focused on the 40 points. Yeah, brother. 40 points. 40 points, Chad. That is it. The ultimate, that is the holy grail. People, imagine, big United, we're worried about 40 points. I believe that's what you said, 40 points, right? Yeah, 40 points. Yep, that is crazy. I never thought we will be here talking about 40 points. Where are we going to get 40 points from? Listen, man, but one thing I tell you is this. We're not going to get relegated. We will get 40 points from somewhere, starting with Fulham on Sunday. Okay? Why I'm saying on Sunday we're going to win is because we're playing away from home. All right? We play well away from home, guys. It's been shown this time around we play well away from home. All right? So we're going to go for Fulham. It is going to be a fight because Fulham is a good team. All right? Fulham is a good team. It's not going to be like a cakewalk. All right? It's not going to be a cakewalk. And let's see. Fulham, they are what? Fulham is sitting 10th. That's why they're above us. They're better than us. Okay? They're sitting 10th. Yeah, we're chilling 13th. So it's going to be a battle. Chad is saying he's not the best leader in the team that has a leadership problem. Oh, yeah, Bruno? Yeah, but again, the other day we were talking about it before you joined the channel. Chad, first of all, did you smash a like? Did you hit that subscribe button, man? I hope you did. But yeah, we've been talking about, the other day we were talking about, say for example, people are calling Bruno to be stripped of captaincy. Who would take the captaincy? We really don't have leaders in that team. So that is also another big problem. That's why Ruben Amorim, he said, he was happy with Maguire. Maguire's form getting better, and he's becoming more of a leader on the field and stuff like that. We need more of those. Casemiro, you would expect it could be like him, but again, Casemiro's not playing. Rashford, he's not in the team because Rashford, again, one of the academy graduate, Mr. Man United himself, but Rashford is Rashford. Licha, sometimes he has some goofy moments. He cannot. I don't think he has. He's better. Is that better than Bruno? But yeah, we definitely need more leaders, man. Matthias de Ligt, yeah, I think he in the future. Matthias de Ligt had just come in, so he cannot be the captain. So I think in the future, I could see Matthias de Ligt, maybe being one of the captains or something, right? Alex is saying playing Collier was the risky, but yeah, it was risky for sure. It's because Ugarte and Meno needed rest. Yeah, for sure. Bruno is our captain. if I'm Amarin, I'm punishing him every time he complains to the ref. But yeah, man, Bruno said, listen, he's always going to do that because sometimes when you complain to these refs so much, the refs know that, listen, man, they need to, the refs, they're going to continue like double checking themselves with all these calls they make and stuff like that. So, you know, but yeah, Bruno is petulant, you know, like a child sometimes, right? In my old football league, if we lost the next practice, we all ran for a whole day. There you go. That's what I'm talking about, man. Old school stuff like that. That's what these players need. English pundits are the worst. Oh yeah. They're crap. Let's see. Chad is saying Van Gaal did the fall. Mourinho threw the water bottle. Ole was the conductor. Eric Ten Hag barked in the rain. We used animations on the sidelines. We need presence on the field. There you go, brother. Well said. Well said. Do you hear that Man United breached? No, we haven't breached the PSR, man. No, we haven't breached yet. Ineos sent that letter out saying that basically the club, they're very like right now we are on borderline. All right, the report said that letter said we're in danger of breaching PSR. All right, that's why they need to do all these cost-cutting measures. All right, under the PSR rules, selling a homegrown player like Garnacho creates more room within their submission. All right, and yet United know such a move would go down badly with fans who repeatedly chanted the Argentines' international name during the win over Rangers. Okay, so let's see in the next days. Ruben Amorim says he's a Manchester United player, and it was really important for us today. Right? Obviously, you can see Ruben Amorim does not want to let Garnacho go. All right, Ruben Amorim has played Garnacho pretty much. Most of the, if he's not playing, he's on the bench. So he likes Garnacho, right? And today, at the stadium, people are chanting Garnacho's name. So imagine now, he goes, oh, dude. Now, there were some pictures. Somebody showed some pictures on X. He was leaving kind of like as if he was doing like a wave or something, like saying thank you, or Trafford or something. And someone posted something on his IG as well, saying like kind of insinuating like a goodbye kind of thing. So, I mean, dude, it's crazy, man. So Ruben Amorim says, talking about Garnacho, I think he's improving in every aspect of the game. He was better today playing inside, also outside, changing positions. He's improving the recovering position, okay? Tracking back and all that, okay? Sometimes he shows some frustration, and that is good because he wants more, okay? He has a potential to be so much better in every situation in the game, right? Ruben Amorim talking about Garnacho like that, Come on, man. You know this guy doesn't want him to go, but he understands the situation we're in. PSR. We need to bring in money, right? It's sad, man. United, we've been pinned to a situation where we have to do this thing. Chad is saying, bro, River is my, let's see. If we were losing, Eric Ten Hag would just stare at the sky. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I like Amorim's tactics, man. He makes changes, man. Bro, River, it is my delete. Let's see. Martinez for now deletes. Ericsson is leaving, man. Ericsson is leaving in the summer, but again, Ericsson he's not playing game in, game out. Ericsson, of course, Ericsson is definitely one of the leaders, but he's not playing a lot. His legs are gone. Today we saw sometimes, man, you can see like some points in that game. You can see, yeah, he lost his legs, right? But him as in a 10, in a 10, he is perfect, man. I wish he was 5 years younger, because in a 10 he keeps it very simple. He doesn't complicate things, and he's quick to make those quick moves, like tricks here and there to move the ball quickly. So yeah, Erickson is quality, man. It's gonna suck. It's gonna suck that in the summer he's gonna be gone, but we definitely need someone younger. Delit is the best captain you can have, right? Yeah, resilient, discipline. Oh yeah, for sure. Co-captaincy. Yeah, gotta be careful. Meanwhile, Chelsea can spend. Yeah, meanwhile Chelsea can spend $1 billion because Chelsea are smart. Todd Bowley, and that's what some people are saying. That Ineos, they just don't want to put any more of their own money in there, because they know that Ineos can put more money in it to help the PSR creatively, like the way Chelsea did. Because Chelsea, what they did is they went and sold that hotel, right? They sold the hotel, and because the hotel, I think, was I don't know the whole story, but I think the hotel was part of the Chelsea's portfolio. So by selling that, it brought in money to the team. So it kind of helped them balance their books. So Chelsea are cooking, man. And Chelsea, they've always been selling these academy players. Like, they sold us Mason Mount, academy graduate, pure profit money coming to the team, right? They've been doing that for a while. Man City as well. Cole Palmer, if you look, there was this image that Sky Sport had shared one time of all these teams that have been doing this for a while, selling academy players, and you bring in pure profit money. United, we haven't really done that. All the players that we've sold, we haven't really got much money in for them like that, right? So it's just sad. So this one, when we sell Garnacho this way, if we get like 65, this I think will be the most money we've gotten from an academy player, if I'm not mistaken. Chad is saying Garnacho is what happens when you ever overhype players. Is it though? I think Garnacho is just a good player, man. Young. He was thrown into the team at a point where we needed him and Kobe Mainoo. They should not have played this many games, for sure. We definitely overplayed them. That's why I'm thinking even Kobe Mainoo coming to this season, you can see this kid was like worn out, man. So again, they're all young. They're still growing. Of course, Man United, we like to overhype our players because, they were academy graduates, man. We get excited, right? We can't help it. We can't help it. Let's see. Garnacho, okay, captain this season, like Modric, and it's captain. Yeah. CRX. Hello. Welcome. Smash a like, hit that subscribe, CRX. First of all, let us know what team you support. All right. And smash that like, hit that subscribe. All right. That is the price of admission. CRX. Welcome. Guys, again, pinned. Actually, I'm going to drop it right here. I'm going to drop it right here, guys. This is our Discord link, guys. Make sure you join us on Discord, man, and we can chop it up even more over there. Holy smokes, Vape UK. What up? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Welcome. People, smash a like. Holy smokes is saying, what a great game today. Yeah, we deserved it, man. We deserved that win today, man. Was it really Garnacho's last game? I don't know, man. I really don't know. From some of the pictures that we see, I haven't looked at his Instagram account, but there were some pictures as he was leaving, going to the tunnel. He kind of was like waving at as if he's saying thank you, like as if he's saying goodbye or something. It will be sad, man. It will be sad. Do you know what happened to Jose when he tried to change Madrid? Yeah, they got rid of him, right? If I'm not mistaken, yeah. Um, you can't really change Madrid as a Barca fan. Oh, there you go. See, I say it's a Barca fan. Welcome, welcome. Um, um, it's really impossible. Yeah, because those are institutions, but the difference, for example, Madrid and United, that their culture there is ingrained in them. The winning mentality, everything is just it flows nicely. All right, you got to give it to Perez, Florentino Perez. You know, he changed from that that way of recruiting where they went for these big name players, right? He kind of pivoted and he went ahead and signed Rodrigo, Vini, like young players. He went that route instead of going for the big names, right? So that was a pivot from them, because in the past they'll go for the Galacticos, right? And that was their model. But he changed from that. Now they're signing all these a whole bunch of young players who they're gonna be there for a while, develop them, and they're gonna be killers. Just like Barca too. Barca, same thing. With Laporta, I think when he came on board, they were losing money all over the place, but they went a different route. They got a new manager, Hansi Flick, brought in got in some of these young kids, Yamin Yamal, you name it, and he didn't spend a whole bunch of money. Now Barca is flying, you know. So hopefully United can go that kind of route too, man. Find another way without splashing the cash to get us cooking again, which will take time for United. And yeah, holy smokes, there is no way we're going to get 65 million. Hey, listen, Chelsea is getting into the game, man. Holy smokes. Chelsea is getting into the game. All right. Chelsea, it looks like they really want Garnacho. All right. All right. They really want Garnacho. And listen, I'll take 60 million. Okay. I'll take 60 million quid for Garnacho. Happy days. At least we'll get some of that Mason Mount money back. That's all I'm saying. All right. Let's see. Name me wingers at the top clubs that better than I'm talking about Garnacho now. Oh, wingers that are better than him. Well, let's see. I saw that. I don't know if you're referring to that. There was a visual that was put that in his age bracket, when it comes to goal involvement and all this stuff, Garnacho is actually top. But obviously, I don't know, Lookman, Lamine Yamal, right? Is Lamine Yamal a winger? Yeah, right? He's a winger, I think. So, but still, all in all, Garnacho is quality. He's young, room to grow. So whoever buys him, Napoli or Chelsea, the kid is 20. In 5 years, he's gonna his curve is like going up like that, right? So right now he's not even at his peak of his powers. His powers will continue growing to get better and better, right? So Chelsea, Napoli, they give us 60 million, 65 million. They're gonna be able to recoup their money easily in a few years, because the guy, he's gonna be worth way more than that in the next couple of years. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to Chelsea, man, because at Chelsea he has Enzo over there, Sancho, and he wants to stay in the Premier League apparently, according to reports, right? He wants to stay in the Premier League. The whole London thing, he likes that. Charlie saying, how is that another culture as well? Oh yeah, just because it's been tough. doesn't mean we must change our culture. But the thing is, in the Sir Alex Ferguson days, so Chad is saying, how is that not our culture as well? Just because it's been tough, we must change our culture. Yeah. So, you know, post Sir Alex Ferguson, we haven't been like whatever culture we had during Sir Alex Ferguson days, it's gone, right? We haven't won major trophies ever since Sir Alex Ferguson left, right? So we got to find a way to recapture that, find a way to get to those, those type of numbers, right? Um, Ruben Amorim said in those kind of days, it was like this: if you don't win the Premier League this season, you are expected to win it the next season when it comes to Manchester United, right? So we're trying to get to those type of days where people expect us. Okay, we didn't win it this time. Next year, we're gonna go for it. So that's where we're trying to get to, and we have lost that for over 10 years. So something is not working. So if it's not working, then Ineos and them, they're trying to find, okay, we got to come up with a solution here. A lot of, not only, honestly, I don't think the prime managers were given the tools enough for them to work and solve that problem. They weren't backed, right? I could say, and I'm hoping that Ineos back Ruben, fully. That way, whatever he wants to do with these players, get rid of him, do it. That way he can build that culture, all right? A winning culture, which we don't. Right now, we just have overpaid players who just think like, oh, well, we can, if we don't like a manager, we're just going to down tools, and then they're going to sack the manager, and we're still going to be getting our paychecks. Simple. Hey, happy days. But no, there has to be some consequences for you not performing for this here team, because once you step on that whole turf of the theater of dreams, you have to show up. You need to show up, man. Leave everything on that field, and we were not seeing that, and that needs to change. Let's see. When is let Manu start every game? This kid is a baller. Oh, Kobe Manu? Yeah, man. But the thing is, we can't. And that's the problem that we had with Eric Ten Hag. And that's that season when he joined the first team. He played too many games. He's still young and developing. So right now, Amorim, he's going to be bringing him in and out of the games because he's still developing. So you got to give him room. But yeah, Kobe Manu is a baller, man. What? That guy. Yeah. Let's see. I was asking. Let's see. We need. I may have missed your chat, Chad. Let's see. How is that? I was asking who is better. Let's see. You can't say that. Nobody knows. Yeah, nobody knows the future for sure, Chad. But you can learn from your past, right? From your past. If your past is not working, it hasn't been working for over 10 years, then you got to reevaluate what you're doing wrong, and hopefully you can learn from those mistakes, and then going forward, you can hope and pray that things can work out. And that's what we are really doing with Amorim. Ineos says this guy could be the guy to take us to where we need to be, or even if he's not the guy, at least he's going to help us build something where the next person can take it and then take us to that next level, right? So, yeah, nobody knows the future, man, but we shall see. Garnacho plays on the bench. Garnacho plays on the bench for Argentina. Yeah, he does, because he has to. Listen, to join that Argentina national team, to be a starter, you got to earn it, man. You got to earn the patch. That is a World Cup winning team. All right? You got to earn the patch. But now, Angel Di Maria retired. There could be a room over there, right? And if that's also another thing, could be a motivator for him to leave United, because wherever he's going to go, for example, in Chelsea Chelsea will be able to play him the way he likes to play, wing. All right. Napoli the same way, like a winger, out and out winger. Right. And going to Napoli, he's gonna get game time week in, week out. He's gonna be balling. All right. And I think even at Chelsea, he'll get a whole bunch of game time. So again, that is good because World Cup is around the corner. He wants to be on that plane coming here to the United States, right? Yeah. So we shall see. I like the kid, man. I like Garnacho, man. And honestly, selling like United, we've never been that team that sells our prized possessions when it comes to our academy players, right? That is not something we did back then. So this is really new for us. That's why Ineos they needed to put that report out there to explain things. Because imagine in those days where the class of '92, right? You have David Beckham, Scholesy, Giggsy, right? Imagine now those days where you have those players. They're coming up right now. They're same age like what Garnacho is now, right? At that point, they were firing. They're looking good, and then we're like, yeah, we need to get some money. We sell those guys. Imagine selling Garnacho, not Garnacho. Imagine selling Giggsy, Beckham, Scholesy because you need money. That would not fly. That is not how we handle business. It's never been that way. The Busby Babes and all of them, that is never been the case for us selling academy players for money, right? If it gets to a point when they want to leave themselves, fine, but not for money. But we are at a point right now. Yeah, tough decisions need to be made. So yeah, this is not. I'm telling you, man. Garnacho leaves. Yeah, some folks they're not gonna be happy, man. They're not gonna be happy. But honestly, I understand, and I know some of you understand why they're doing this. All right, let's see. We just didn't have support for Pogba. Yeah, that's about it. We were unlucky with the Greenwood. Yeah, man, the whole Greenwood thing, that was Greenwood, man. That is disappointing. Yesterday, I saw Greenwood has pled his allegiance to Jamaica, right? He's going to be playing for Jamaica now. He's not going to be playing. Well, he got rid of hope, or he did something that he's not going to be. He doesn't want to be considered for the England national team anymore, which I don't think they would ever going to be calling him back, right? But so next summer, next World Cup, we're gonna see him rocking the Jamaican national team colors, man, which will be very, very interesting to see. Mason Greenwood for the Reggae Boys. That'll be interesting. The latest is not a captain material. Holy smokes is saying he's not a captain material right now. Yes, for sure. Holy smokes, yeah. Down the road, he has what it takes. Yeah, man. It's 11 p.m. Eastern. Have a great night. Oh, dude. Yeah, man. It's my time too. 11, man. I'm about to call it a night. I didn't know we've been going at it for over an hour. Let's see. Chad is saying, I think Chelsea talk is bull. Dude, I hope. I want him to go to Napoli because I want him to go over there, link up with McTominay. Then whenever we do some of these watch-alongs for Napoli, that'll be pretty dope. I don't want to sit here and watch Chelsea, winning stuff, right? We saw Hannibal, man. Listen, yeah, we saw Hannibal, but he didn't bring us anything. He didn't bring us anything. We sold him for like 1 million or something, 2 million, nothing. Chump, yeah, that was change, right? This is proper money, right? This is proper money here for Garnacho. Or because what will happen is Garnacho is gonna go next summer. They're gonna come for Meno, which is sad, unless something really happens where the books get balanced properly. I am TS. What's going on? The link pinned. So TS, do me a favor, copy that link and then post it on your browser. All right? Yeah, just copy the link and then post it on your browser. If it's not clickable, but yeah. And sometimes if you're trying to do it on the chat, it may not work. But just copy the link and post it on your browser. It should work. I appreciate you trying that. All right, people, join the Discord. People, join the Discord. All right. If you don't mind, that would be great. We're trying to build a community over there. Holy Smokes is saying if Manu was to leave, there would be riots. Holy Smokes, I know. Ineos, they said everybody has a price. Pure profit, man. That's yeah. There'll be riots. I know. Walter Grady, what's going on, Walter? Walter, listen, man. Make sure that you let us know what team you support. That is the price of admission. Smash a like, hit that subscribe. All right. Walter is saying that I didn't watch the game until the last few minutes. From what you saw, it wasn't too bad. Well, the game wasn't all that. We did not play that well. We controlled the game. Again, Xerxes, Rasmus, most of our strikers are in a graveyard shift, right? We do not create for our strikers, which has been going on for years and years. Cavani, Ronaldo, Zlatan, we just don't create for our strikers, right? I think Xerxes had one chance, I think, today. Again, that is a problem because now we're calling for a striker. You bring in Gyökeres or you bring in Osimhen, they're going to have the same problem. We just don't create for our strikers, right? We need wingers who are going to create. Like today, Amad Diallo was being greedy. Some of those chances, he should have looked for Xerxes, all right? Find that next pass, but they were not finding him. And that is frustrating because that is always going to happen. And I'm sure Ruben and the coaching staff, they see this, that we're not creating chances. There's a reason why we have a striker up there. Let's use him. It's kind of crazy. Let's see, Chad is saying, what's he saying? Okay, he was good. He was highly underrated. Yeah. Arteta will transform Rashford. Listen, let's math debate. welcome. Let's math debate. Listen, I see. It must be Arsenal, right? Hit a like, hit the subscribe, brother. But yeah, listen, he can come. Listen, if he goes to Arsenal, that would be dope. I would like to see that because honestly, looking at the table, Liverpool, they're sitting pretty at 50 points. Arsenal, 44. Nottingham Forest, 44. I need one of you guys to catch up to Liverpool, man, because I don't want Liverpool to win the league. But again, Arteta messed up. All these transfer windows that he had, he should have bought a proper out and out striker, right? But he messed it up. All right, Kai Havertz is not a striker. Okay, he should have brought in a striker. Then they maybe would have been able to challenge, but he didn't do that. He kept on saying trust the process. Yeah. Chad is saying Hannibal played very well, but didn't get scope. Didn't get the scope. Yeah. Check this performance. He used to be the only fetching the ball. Oh yeah, Hannibal's energy. Yeah, he had it. He definitely had it. Yeah, he definitely had it. And that's why when we sold him, we inserted a buyback clause in there. So same thing, obviously, we're gonna do with Garnacho, a buyback or one of those clauses where if they sell him on to somewhere else, because Garnacho's dream is to go to Madrid. So wherever he's gonna go now, the reason he would want to go to Madrid is because his idol is the one and only, the GOAT himself, Cristiano Ronaldo. So you want to go to Madrid. To go to Madrid, you got to be on top of your game, right? So wherever he's going to go, he needs to really kill it. That way, eventually can end up at Madrid. And even for myself, I knew Garnacho, even if he stays, eventually he would end up at Madrid. All right. So I had accepted that personally. All right. So we shall see. Jose Callejon is Garnacho's peak level. Oh, you think so? Jose Callejon? I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Garnacho is going to surprise us, man. He's going to surprise us. And if he goes to Maresca is going to help him. He's going to help him very much to raise up his game. Same thing as Antonio Conte. Antonio Conte is a good coach, right? He's a good coach. He's going to go in a system that works with how he likes to play Garnacho. So interesting stuff, man. Interesting stuff. Let me check X here and see if we have any "here we goes" or something like that, because you can never know, man. With Manchester United, there's always something happening. So, all right, I see Sancho trending. Why is Sancho trending? Cole Palmer, Jadon Sancho. Okay. All right. Nobody cares. All right, let's see. What else is going on? Let's see. Some people obviously on X, they're saying don't dare sell Garnacho, talking to Ineos. Yeah, especially like the Garnacho's performance today. Yeah, you can send all the letters you want, Sir Jim. It's going to be very hard to convince people about selling this guy. Right now, people are saying an ideal world. Right, Sheikh Jassim and Garnacho will both be at Manchester United. Of course, in ideal world, Sheikh Jassim takes over Man United, wipes the debt. You know, we get a new stadium. You know, we don't have to sit here and worry about money and stuff. You know, it would have been interesting, but they chose Sir Jim route because, of course, the Leeches, the Glazers, they knew that by keeping Ineos, they can still be pulling money. Like, obviously, Man United is their ATM, right? So it's just mad, man. It's just crazy. Chad is saying, yep. Chad is saying, want to be CR7. Yeah, exactly. He wants to be at CR7. That's why some of the things he was doing in game, you're like, dude, you're not CR7. You're not there yet. You need to find the next pass. You know, create for your strikers, Garnacho. But, right now, yeah, folks are not happy, right? So, yeah, man, people, I don't see anything interesting going on. Again, in the next few days, it's going to be crazy. We may see some here we goes. But, yeah, I hope we get some outgoings, man, maybe by tomorrow or something, because time and the clock is ticking. People, you guys have been legends. Thank you so much for hanging with your boy. Let's see. Lennox Lewis, the GOAT. Welcome. But you're jumping in late, brother. All right. Smash a like. Hit that subscribe, people. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I appreciate you all. Thank you. I will talk to you on the next one, guys. Listen, we're usually here 9:45 Eastern. All right, in the United States. All right. And then we go for 1 hour. We chop it up. And that's what we do. And then we do live watch-alongs. We didn't do it today because it's a work week. But on the weekend, I usually jump on here and then we do live watch-alongs and stuff like that. All right, people? Make sure you hit that link. I'm going to drop the link again here. This is our Discord link, guys. Jump on the Discord. Join the family. Let's continue chatting over there, people. Thank you so much, guys. Peace out. Take care of yourself.